Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, Om Swastiastu, Salam Sejahtera bagi kita semua. Welcome to the final round of Newscasting competition 2022. Thank you for all the participants and the educator for coming to our event today. And once again, congratulations for participants who passing to the final round. You guys are so amazing. Before we continue to the next agenda, I would like to greet our guest star today. Hello, Kamiya. How are you?
Hi, Fanny. Hi, everyone. I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Okay, maybe Kamiya can greet and also introduce yourself to all the participants and to all the educators, ya, Kak?
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Hi, good afternoon, everyone, all honorable educators and all participants, also the committee. Thank you very much for inviting me to EC in Action, the National Online English Competition. My complete name is Ana Agung Mia Intantilia. You can call me Mia, and I'm so happy to be here to meet all of you virtually, and it is a great honor to be the guest star for this event. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Kamiya, for the greetings. Without any further ado, let's start to the final round. Yeah. To all the participants, number 2 until 5, you will assign to the breakout room and do not go back to the main room unless you assign to. And the participant number 1, you can stay here. And before that, I want to read the rules and regulation for the final round. Yeah. Okay, the first one. The participants must not wear sandals, shorts, and or t-shirt at the premises of the competition, even though from the online media. The participants must wear shoes, colored shirt, and pants unless participants have compelling and necessitated conditions. The participants must keep his or her appearance neat and clean when the participant performs in the video or live through Zoom meeting. When the participants make mistakes when performing, the committee does not compromise and or allow any pauses of duration nor provide any restart for the participants. Participants must not use any slang words while delivering news. If you using slang words, will deduct participants' point. Final round is held on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022 after semifinal has been held via Zoom meeting. The maximum time that will be given for final round is 15 minutes. In this round, the participants can have a conversation with the guest star to know more information about her, whilst the participants also should create comfortable and attracting atmosphere based on guest star CV that has given by the committee. The participants must have a conversation or virtual talk show with the guest star by Zoom meeting, so the participants and guest star will stand by in Zoom meeting during the competition. The participants are allowed to bring notes, and the last one is timing will be begun with the first word uttered by the participant, which includes the opening sound. And this is for the scoring aspect. The first one is performance, 25 points. That consists of self-presentation, confidence, expression, and eye contact. The second one, appearance, 10 points. That consists of neatness, makeup, and clothes. The third one, material, 40 points. That consists of material control, intonation, articulation, tempo, and timing. And the last one is ability in English, 25 points. That consists of vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and fluency. Okay, and this is the theme of the final round, develop creativity and empower skills of millennials in society 5.0. Okay, maybe that's all for the rules and regulation for final round. If you have any question, you can raise your hand or you can drop your question to the chat box. Yeah. Okay, if you don't have any question, so let's start the final round. Okay, wait a minute. I will assign the participant number 2 until 5 to the breakout room. Yeah, wait a minute, please. Okay, wait a minute ya, Kak. Okay, for participant number 3, please enter the breakout room soon ya. For participant number 4, Chandra Keisha, please enter the breakout room soon ya. All right, let's start the final one for the participant number 1. Hello, Niwaya Nudi Sukma.
Halo Kak.
Okay. Um, I will brief you for the mechanism for this final round first, yeah. You will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, Kak Mia, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you're finished briefing before 5 minutes, you can inform the committee. You will have 15 minutes performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 10, 5, 2, and if the time is up by the chat box. And maybe briefing session will be start from now, yeah.
All right, Kak. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Widhi. Should I call you Widhi?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Widhi. Thank you.
All right, Kak. Kak Mia, I would like to brief you just a little about my show. So, about my show, I just asked you some question. There are two kind of question. It's quick question and like a short question, and the second is like a question as usual, like about your career and etc. Yeah, just that about my show. We just have like a 15 minutes, so yeah, it's just that.
Okay, what kind of questions are you gonna ask?
So it's like surprise and spontaneously. So I can't say you right now. And that's the first question, the first kind of question, and the second kind is like yeah, about your career, like that.
Okay. All right.
That's okay about you?
Yes.
Okay,
Great.
thank you, Kak Mia. Thank you, committee.
Okay, Niwayan, that's all the briefing session. Are you ready for the performance?
Yes, I'm really ready.
Okay, you can start your performance now.
Hi guys, welcome to Widhi Show. If you're watching because you love me, thank you. If you're watching because you don't love me, welcome. How was your day? How was your weekend today? Is it good? Mine was great, super terrific. Yeah, because today is weekend. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. And I would like, there's a lot of things that I would like to talk about. So, all right, let's get to it. Well, guys, so don't you expect that who is our guest star today? Let me give you some clue. She is a presenter. She is a TV presenter. She is so inspiring. She is professional MC, professional speaker. She also is like a lecturer in one of university in Bali. It's called Undiknas, University of Pendidikan Nasional. So can you guess it? Who is he? Who is her? Yeah, the same. Me too. I can't guess it because I just know her last night. So, and I just read her CV just now. So without any further ado, please welcome Miss Mia. Applause to her. Hi, Miss Mia. Sorry. Should I call you Miss Mia or Miss Agung Mia, Miss or Miss Mia? Anything else?
Hi, Widhi. Hi, everyone. You can call me Mia.
Mia. Okay. All right, Mia. So nice to meet you, Mia. So are you Balinese?
Widhi.
Are you Balinese?
Yes, I'm Balinese. As you can see,
yeah.
my name. Are you?
Yeah, me too. I'm Balinese. Yeah, I'm Balinese girl. We are live in the same island. So may I know which part of Bali do you live?
Right now, I'm in Denpasar.
Oh, in Denpasar, so far from here. I live in Ubud.
Oh, in Ubud. What a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's so peaceful and green and far from crowded anymore. Well, Miss Mia, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming for in the show with the show. So I would like to give you some questions. So please answer it short and quick, yeah? Okay,
right.
Are you ready? All right. All right, are you ready for the question?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Miss Mia, if you become the richest person in the world, what will you do?
Ooh, interesting question. If I'm the richest person in the world, probably I would build or establish some kind of foundation to help people, especially for education.
Wow, it's great. Second question, if you can control the time, what will you do?
Could you repeat it?
If you can control the time, what will you do?
I'll let it be the way it is right now. I enjoy it.
Oh, wow. Okay. The third question, if you in danger situation, for example, there are a lot of fire in the building and only there are three people, you, one of your parent, one of your family, or one of your family, and your boyfriend. So who would you like to save?
Wow, interesting. Probably I will grab the two of them and then we will run away together. We'll not leave anyone.
but its option is one person. Who?
It's difficult. I'd probably choose one of my parents. My boyfriend can save himself.
Okay. Okay, the fourth question. I would like to know, what is your typical husband? It's rich or handsome?
Well, I'd answer with smart, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, the fifth question. If you have to handle yourself in the future, so you would like to birth being the richest person or the smartest person?
I'd be the smart person because I can earn my own money, hopefully.
Nice, great. You would like to be pretty or smart?
Smart.
Nice. Money or education?
Money or education? Education.
Nice. And be a good leader or good mother?
Good leader.
Wow, great. Thank you, Miss Mia. So after this question, how do you feel?
Happy, excited.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Great question. Anyway, we did.
Yeah, it's just normal. And yeah, I would like to ice breaking. Yeah. Okay. So we go to the topic, yeah, for the question. It's about develop creativity and empower skill of millennial in society 5.0. So I would like to know about your career anymore, and you are so inspiring person, and I just know about you just now, and you are such an inspiring Balinese girl. Beside in Bali also, beside in nation, also in international, as I see in your Instagram post. So I would like to know about you more. So you are what's called lecturer in as head of Asian and International Studies Center in Undiknas. So may I know what is ASEAN and International Studies Center and how it could be in Undiknas?
Thank you very much. Interesting question. ASEAN and International Studies Center is actually a center. It's part of Undiknas Study Center where we have Creative Economy Center, Center for Economy and Tourism, Center for Engineering, Center for Public Policy and Gender, and we have ASEAN and International Studies Center. The purpose of the center is to promote the awareness about ASEAN and also international issues to young people, in particular students at Undiknas and also beyond. So we conducted seminar about ASEAN and about international issues. We collaborated with people in other countries. For instance, we have collaborated with people from Italy, from Australia, and recently we participated in celebrating the anniversary of Ministry for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia.
Wow, it's a great, yeah. So it's only in Undiknas or is there any university, maybe in Indonesia?
Actually, we are cooperating with Ministry for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. So there are more than 50 ASEAN Study Center in Indonesia, one of which is in Undiknas. So we have this network of ASEAN Study Center in many universities in Indonesia.
Wow, so amazing, yeah. So you are a TV presenter since 2012, right? So
That's
then
correct.
you graduate from Udayana in 2017. So how can you manage between your job and your study anymore?
I started my free freelance job as TV presenter in Bali TV since 2012, where at the same time I started my journey as university student at Universitas Udayana. So in 2012, I started my bachelor's degree and started my career as TV presenter because it's a part-time job, so I can manage and try to adjust the timing and schedule between my job, full-time job as a student, and also my part-time job as a TV presenter. So I prioritize school, actually, university
Wow.
student, finishing my bachelor's degree.
Wow, so great. So do you have like a role model, like anyone that suggests you to be presenter like that?
Actually, the motivation came from myself. I wanted to be a public speaker. I wanted to learn a lot as a TV presenter. So I applied as a presenter in Bali TV. That's the start of my career. So it's from internal motivation and supported by my family.
Wow, you are so ambitious. Yeah, different. Like me, like I'm introvert person. Like I'm just when I in high school, like yeah, just doing in class and have friend just in class. And I don't know about all about outside like that. Yeah, you are so inspired for me. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you graduate from political science, right? So are you intend to work be like a consultant, government, public relation, and other job related with your major?
So for my bachelor's degree, I graduated, my official title is Bachelor of Political Science, but my major was actually International Relations for my bachelor's degree. And for my master's degree, I also studied international relations, international relations and international organization at the University of Groningen in the Netherlands. Both my bachelor's and master's degree are about international relations. I did actually once think that I wanted to be a diplomat to represent Indonesia in a lot of international events, but eventually I decided to be a lecturer. And now as a young lecturer, I also got a lot of opportunities to represent Indonesia in international events. So it's still a nice way to become ambassador in a way for Indonesia in international events.
Wow, so amazing. Yeah, I would like to be like you, who has like a public speaker, like yeah, talk to many people in front of and don't be nervous, an independent woman like you. Wow, so excited to meet you here, even though we met like online, not directly, and I hope we meet directly, yeah, in Bali.
Yeah, especially because we both live in Bali.
Yeah. Okay, last question I would like to know about you, because we are talking about develop creativity and empower skill of millennial in society. You know, in Bali we have like youth organization. It's called Sekatruna Truni. You know that? Yeah. So have you been like an active member in Sekatruna Truni, an organization? So yeah, it's a part of society, right?
Yep. Well, to be completely involved in Sekatruna Truni, because I'm registered as part of Sekatruna Truni in my hometown, which is in North Badung, and I live with my parents in Jimbaran. So I'm not actively involved in Sekatruna Truni every day, but I did participate as an MC once for Sekatruni in my hometown, where they conducted this event and they invited the region of Badung and also some of the government official. They created some sort of performance, Balinese performance. So I became the MC at that time and promote the programs and also the activities conducted by the Sekatruna Truni. I agree with you what you mentioned earlier, the importance of this youth organization, especially in maintaining and preserving the culture of Bali.
Wow. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, you are so really inspiring me, because yeah, you know, we like a youth and millennials, we don't know our origin, our tradition, like our village, our society in youth organization. So we are too busy with our college, with our study, with our yeah, activity around there, and with our job also. So many people in here, especially in Bali, so really forget about society and tradition like that. So thank you so much for sharing about your inspiring today, Mia. So really good to have you and talk with you today, and so much so much thing I learned from you. And that's all about my show with you today. And thank you so much. And I hope we will meet and invite you maybe in next time. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Mia. Well, guys, that's all about my show today. Don't forget to watch us next time. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Widdy.
Thank you, Mia. That's all, committee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the great performance. Okay, Niwayan, I will assign you again to the breakout room, yeah. Okay, for all the educators, you have 2 minutes to fill the scoring sheet, ya, Kak. Okay, kakak-kakak, it's been 2 minutes, and I will invite the participant number 2, ya. Okay, halo Samuel.
Halo Kak.
Okay, I will brief you first, yeah, for the final round. You will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, with Kak Mia, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you're finished the briefing session before 5 minutes, you can inform the committee. And you will have 15 minutes performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 10, 5, 2, and if the time is up. by the chat box. Maybe the briefing session will start tomorrow. Will start soon.
Halo Kak.
Samuel,
How should I address you? Nice to meet you juga Kak.
you call me
Oke,
Mia.
Oke, pakai Kak aja nggak apa ya Kak Mia.
Okay.
Oke, terus kalau penyebutan nama Kakak yang terakhir tuh Inten atau Inten Kak?
Intan Tilia.
Inten Tilia, oke. Terus paling nanti audiensnya namanya millennials ya Kak. Kalau misalkan saya nyebut hello millennials berarti saya nyebut audiensnya sih Kak paling gitu.
Okay.
Apalagi ya? Udah sih kayaknya itu doang. Committee, I think that's all I guess.
Okay.
Oke.
That's clear to me.
Kenapa Kak?
That's pretty clear.
Oke, thank you ya Kak. Oke, mungkin Kak yang committee udah segitu aja kali Kak briefingnya.
Okay, that's all the briefing session.
Yes.
You can start the performance now.
Hello, millennials. Welcome to EEC Talk Show. I am Santoso Madibrata, and I'll be your host for today. And as always, we have a very special topic, which is developing creativity and empowering skills of millennials in society 5.0. A very special guest is, of course, to be expected. She is a lecturer and also head of Asian and International Studies Center, Universitas Pendidikan Nasional Bali, co-founder of Surya Intentilia Learning Center, and also a news anchor and TV presenter in Bali TV. So please give a round of applause for Kak Anak Agung Mia Intentilia. Woo!
Hi, millennials.
Halo
Hi,
Kak. Waduh, halo Kak. Nice to meet you, Kak. It's an honor to be able to finally meet and talk to you, Kak. Okay,
nice to meet
so
you.
yeah, why, Kak? Sorry, pardon
Nice to
me.
meet you as well.
Okay, thank you, Kak. To be honest, when I read your CV, I was really confused where to start from. It's so amazing. It's very marvelous, Kak. I got really confused where to start from, but thankfully now I know where to start from. Okay, to start it off, I would like to ask, like the audiences are mostly in the age of college students or maybe high school students, and you are a lecturer. So I would like to ask, the challenges of facing your students or facing like children at the age of maybe like 17 to 20 and 22. Kak. What are the challenges?
Well, the challenges, that's an interesting question, and it's an honor to be the guest for your show as well, Samuel.
Thank you so much, Kak.
I'd say sometimes because we are similar yet also have some differences, it is hard to ask them to be honest about something. Maybe they have problem, and then I want to ask what's the problem and how we can solve the problem together. But sometimes they say, I'm fine, I'm doing well, when actually they have some problems. So it's hard to communicate on that because maybe they keep it to themselves and they don't want to talk so much about what's bothering them or what's the problem that they are facing. So that might be a challenge sometimes.
Okay. To be honest, I feel it too. Sometimes I feel intimidated or kind of scared with my lecturers because I'm afraid if I ask something a little bit, foolish or out of context, they might get mad at me. So I think maybe the students are kind of intimidated. Whether like the lecturer, not all lecturers are like, not all lecturers are nice. I believe you are a very nice lecturer. So I'm still kind of confused why your students are afraid of you. My lecturers are really, really mean. And, when they pass through me, I would like just, excuse me, like that.
To be careful. Maybe they're listening right now.
Okay, hopefully not. Okay, so Kak, with all the occupations that you have, you've been like a delegate, a professional MC, and then a TV presenter, news anchor. Why do you still want to be a lecturer?
Okay, so I think that after I finish my master's degree in the Netherlands, I'm thinking about the next career choice that I have to choose. And at that time, I got this opportunity to be a lecturer in Bali. And I thought, well, why don't try this one? Because it seems like a great opportunity at that time. And I wanted to be part of education system. I want to study again. I have a dream to study for my PhD, for instance.
Wow.
And the way that is appropriate for that and suitable for that is actually to be a lecturer. That's why I choose to be a lecturer. It's been 2 years now and I'm still learning and adjusting, but it's been fun to interact with students.
Okay. Best of luck for your PhD career ya Kak ya. And I think you are a really likable lecturer, I think. From the way you talk, like the way you communicate with your students, the way you communicate with me. Well, I can say that you are a really likable lecturer, I think.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah. Okay, Kak. So now moving on to your career as a professional MC, news anchor, TV presenter, which is also kind of my dream. What can you share to the audiences and also to me about your experience, maybe as a professional MC, as a news anchor, and also as a TV presenter?
Okay, I believe that being a TV presenter or MC or public speaker, it takes time. It requires process. It's not an instant thing that you can achieve overnight because it requires you to actually talk to people. It requires you to interact with audience and feel it, experience it. You might make 1 or 2 mistakes along the way, but that's the way you learn. You cannot really learn by only reading a book or being a participant of a seminar, but you have to do it. And learning by doing is actually very correct way to visualize or describe the way to become a better professional MC or a TV presenter, because you can only learn when you do it, when you make mistake, when people give you feedback, and then improve yourself over time. Because the way when we read it with the concept or theory or listen to other people and the way we actually do it are completely different thing. So it takes process, it takes time, but along the way, when you practice more, then you can improve yourself.
Okay, so like the point is we need to take actions.
True.
And learn along the way. Okay, I think I need to take more actions rather than just dreaming of becoming a TV presenter one day. Okay, thank you so much, Kak. And now to become in your caliber, of course, you have so many achievements. And maybe could you mention some of them which are very memorable to you, or in your thoughts, the most prestigious out of all of them? Maybe you can share with us some of them.
Okay, maybe I would share with you the recent, I'd say, achievement or experience that I've had. In May 2022, I went to Berlin in Germany to become the head of Indonesian youth for G7 Youth Summit as part of sharing Indonesia's G20 presidency. So I went to Berlin with 3 other Indonesian youth and we negotiate, we create a network and try to talk with people from different countries, from G7 member states and also partner countries. I got a really great experience talking with people from different culture, different background. And why is it memorable at that time? Because it's my first long flight during COVID or like after COVID, because previously for 2 years, I stayed in Bali and just stayed at home. But then it was a nice experience. And another memorable thing is that when I mentioned that I'm from Bali, people got excited. They asked me a lot of things. They said they've been to Bali. So it's a nice way to start a conversation by just mentioning I'm from Bali.
Yeah, because I think most people know that Bali is not Indonesian. Bali is a country, right? Most foreigners know that. Like, do you know Indonesia? No, but do you know Bali? Yeah, I've been there. Like, that is Indonesia. Like that, right? Okay, but how did you feel? How did it feel? Did you like get culture shock, or maybe did you enjoy talking with people with different cultures, different personalities, different physiques? Like maybe foreigners are like big, tall, and this kind of stuff. How did it feel?
It was interesting to see different perspectives, especially because we come from different culture. One thing for us might be something that common or habits for us, but for other people that might not be the thing. For instance, an interesting thing I observed when I studied in the Netherlands, that it was okay for people, European, to raise up their hand, raising the left hand. While here in Indonesia or in Bali, we usually raise our right hand, right, to ask questions or to simply mention our argument or sharing our opinion. But in the Netherlands, it was okay to use both hands. So right hand or left hands, both are okay. At first, I was like, why did you raise your left hand asking questions to the lecturer? But over time, I was like, okay, so for them, both hands are fine. So it's like a simple thing that happens, but because of different culture, it might be interesting to observe those kind of things.
Okay, but did you follow them raising your left hand, or did you still embrace the
I-
Indonesian culture? Okay.
no, just right hand as
Okay,
usual.
you still stick with our culture. Right hand is the best. Okay, Kak, seeing that maybe you travel abroad a lot and having so many events at one time, how do you manage your time with all the things that is happening to you right now? How do you manage it becoming a lecturer, a presenter, a delegate? How do you manage all of it?
Well, actually, time management is tricky. I'm not in any way saying that I'm an expert in time management. Sometimes it's very difficult as well to try to manage all of the schedule. But the thing is, first of all, I'm using calendar. So all of the activities, I take notes on that and then I put it in my calendar so I can really know all of my schedules. And there will be no time where I have two different programs at the same time, because it happened to me once and it was a lesson that I have to learn the hard way. So now I'm sticking with calendar and having every single schedule clearly detailed in my calendar. That's the first one. The second one is actually to sort of create scale of like priority. Which one do you want more and which one do you prioritize over the other? Because sometimes you have so many good opportunities, but you have to carefully select which opportunity you want to prioritize and try to make it balance between one particular job and the other. So you don't get bored to only focus on one job. On the other hand, you have the responsibility to stick with all the schedules. Time management is tricky.
Yeah, it's a really hard thing. Yeah, that's why people sometimes have their own assistant for time management, right, Kaya? And also for me as a college student, it's really, really hard. Wow, but I'm really amazed with how you manage your time, guys. Really, really amazing and marvelous seeing that you travel abroad and then you have to lecture classes, being a presenter. Wow, amazing. Okay, Kak, has it been your dream since you were little to become a professional public speaker that like you are now?
Honestly, yes. I remember when I was like 7 years old, I watched Bali TV at home and I saw a young presenter talking smoothly and really doing a very interesting part of that TV program. And I remember at that time thinking, I wanted to be like her. Like I wanted to learn. I wanted to be on TV and to be precise in Bali TV, to work there and to interact and to learn more. And then I got the opportunity to be a TV presenter. And I learned a lot from that. I learned from zero actually to be a TV presenter, to be a professional MC, starting from no payment or no fee as an MC to now becoming, like a few days ago, I was the MC for G20 event with Minister Uno. So it was actually a long way, and it takes once again a process to go through everything and to learn along the way.
Wow. So do you have a message maybe for the old millennials out there watching, and also maybe for me? Do you have a message, like a personal message?
Okay, my message would be trust your journey, because everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own condition, everyone has their own passion and limitation as well. So trust yourself and trust the journey that you have and you are going to have in the future, because everyone has their own uniqueness.
Okay, thank you so much, Shaka. That really inspires me, because sometimes I feel like, why am I like this? Why are my friends like that? Why are they more successful? Why are they more popular? Why are they smarter and stuff? And since you said that everyone has their own journey, now I'm kind of inspired and enlightened by it. Thank you so much, Scout, for me personally, and of course, all the millennials would also really thank you for it. And so,
My pleasure.
in my last words, thank you so much, Gao, for your sharing and your time. We are really honored and proud to be able to talk to you in the Easy Talk Show. And I hope, no, not just hope, I believe your story will become an inspiration for all the millennials out there, also for me. Thank you so much, Kak. Okay, millennials, that's all for today. Stay tuned in Easy Talk Show next week for more topics and, of course, more guest stars. I am Sama Dibrata, signing out. I think that's all. Thank you so much, Kak,
Well
for your
done.
time.
Okay, thank you so much for your performance, Samuel. I will assign you back to the breakout room, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kak.
Okay, Samuel, can you please enter the main session? Can you please enter the breakout room, Samuel? Okay, for the adjudicators, you have 2 minutes to complete the scoring sheet for participant number 2. And for Kamia, wait a minute ya, Kak. Okay, it's been 2 minutes, kakak-kakak. Let me invite for the participant number 3 ya. All right, hello, Najwa Luna, welcome. Okay, before you start the final round, I will brief you short, yeah. You will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, Kak Mia, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish the briefing session before 5 minutes, you can inform the committee. And you will have 15 minutes performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 10, 5, 2, and if the time is up by the chat box. And now maybe you can start the briefing session with the guest star.
Okay. Thank you, Kak. Okay, Kak, nice to meet you, Kak. How do I call you, Kak? What do
can
you
call
want
me
to call? Mia, Kak Mia. Is that fine if I call you Kak Mia?
Yes.
Okay, my talk show is pretty much going to be just like a normal interview. So I'm going to ask you like a question and you're going to answer it. That's how you do it.
Should I call you Najwa or Luna?
Luna, Kak.
Okay, I thought there was Najwa Shihab in the room.
Amin. Thank you so much, Kak.
Luna,
Okay.
okay.
Yes. That's
All
all,
right.
Kak.
Okay.
Can I start? May I start now? Or
Okay, that's all the abbreviation. You can start your performance now.
okay. Hello, world. Good afternoon. Welcome back with me, your favorite host of all time in the Talk Time with Luna. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing fine. I hope all of you guys here having a great day today. Anyways, for today's episodes, I feel like this has been the most requested episodes of all time because every time I open up my social media, I always see her name like, when are you going to invite this person to your show? Like, because she's really busy person, it's kind of hard to make an appointment with her. But you know what, guys? Today's your day. Today's the day. So without any the further talk, let's just invite our very special guest, Anak Agungnya Intentilia.
Hi, Luna. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ka. Oh my God. Before I start, let me just say this to you. You look really good today. I really like your natural makeup. It look amazing on you.
Thank you so much. You look great as well.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Ka. That means so much. I spent an hour to make this. Thank you so much, Ka. Okay, before I start into the main question, let me ask you about, like, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Ka. I'm doing all right, I guess. Okay, so how's life, Ka, after all the transition from online to offline?
It's actually pretty fun to meet people in person again, finally to have interaction with my students on campus. It's great.
Oh my God, yeah. I feel like for me, it's pretty hard, Ka, because the first time pandemic, I was like in 10th grade. And then, okay, I go to the next level, 11th grade, right? And then suddenly when offline school start, bam, I'm already at 12th grade. So I have to start everything really serious. I got so many pressures, like I'm on the age of my life. What do I want to do in the future? So it's kind of been really pressuring for me. But it's great that to know that
it must be
it's
hard
great to
for
know.
you.
Yeah, Kai, it's really hard for me because like so many pressure everywhere. But it's good to hear that you're doing actually really good. Okay, Ka, let's just jump into the main question, shall we? You know that your name has been blowing up in social media for a millennial to have such as many achievement as you are. Can you tell us a little bit about how did you decide the first time that you wanted to focus on your academic and to be a professional public speaker?
Okay, so I decided to be a professional public speaker before starting my career as an academic. I started in 2012 as a presenter in Bali TV, and then I started becoming a professional MC, public speaker, invited in many seminar as a speaker actually. And then after I finished my master's degree in the Netherlands, I returned back to Bali and then started my career as an academic. So now I'm a lecturer at Undiknas.
Oh my God, it's really great, Ka. Like your story is just, oh my God, so amazing. So did you decide that you wanted to do this since the first time, since the last year of high school, or?
No, I changed my mind multiple times. Actually, it's normal to change it, I guess. But then when I was 7, I had this dream that I want to become a TV presenter. I sat at home with my family at one time and I watched a young presenter in Bali TV and I was very inspired. And I remember thinking at that time that I wanted to be like her. So when I graduated from high school, I was about to start my journey as bachelor student at Udayana. Then I decided to apply for Bali TV and I got accepted and then started my career as TV presenter and professional MC at that time. And as an academic, I did want to be a diplomat at one time in my life, but then I changed to be a lecturer. And after I returned to Bali, then I decided to apply for this university and I got accepted. become a lecturer and try to establish ASEAN and International Study Center as part of promoting awareness about ASEAN and international issues to students.
Oh my God, that's so great. It's actually glad to hear that actually everybody, even achievement, a lot of achievement person is actually confused that time. So I feel like it's normal for everybody. So
True,
other
true.
than just focusing in your education, you also an active millennials guy. It says that in your CV that you achieve 3.92 GPA while having so many organization. Can you tell us a little bit how did you manage your time? Because I feel like all the millennials out there is having a hard time to manage their time. So do you have any tips?
Yeah, time management is actually not an easy thing. I realize it, and I want to admit that to manage your time is not an easy task. It's difficult and it's challenging. But the way for me is that I manage everything in my calendar. So I try to make schedule when to study at a time, when to work. And because it was a part-time job, so I can manage the schedule and adjust it with my, for instance, exams and assignments and everything. So I try to manage my schedule. And the thing is, I like what I studied. I like international relations. I like international issues. So because I like it, every time I try to make my assignment or every time I prepare myself for exam, I was excited to know something new, not only to see it as a burden, but to actually learn something new about it because I like it. The second one is because I also like my job as TV presenter. I thought at the time it was like playing, it's just like visiting a lot of places in Bali and interviewing people and make connections. So those things are the things that I like. So to manage my time, first thing first is that I make my own schedule and I make the priority. Which one is the priority at that time? So for instance, if I have an exam, then I would prioritize preparing my exam and I have time still to hang out with my friends.
Okay, Kak. I feel like the main key is just to be in track, Kak, right? It's to be in track. Okay, being the role model you are right now, do you personally like have a personal inspiration or motivation behind all of your achievement, like a person that you look up to, for example?
I like Najwa Shihab actually as a women and role model. And I sometimes when I feel like I'm tired of everything, I remember that a lot of people they have even more schedule than what I have, and they manage to do all of that. So I can manage myself and I can manage my schedule. But Najwa Shihab, I believe, is like a very great and inspirational women in Indonesia to showcase that Indonesian women can actually do whatever they want to do and they can have a good career and a good family and to have a balance in both ways.
Okay, Kak. For me too, like Najwa Shihab is a really amazing person she is. Okay. Everyone also have been really amazed of how amazing your public speaking are, Kak. They're really curious about how did you manage to do the public speaking? Maybe for some people, doing public speaking is a very hard thing to do. Do you have any, like how did you manage everything if you are under pressure, how did you manage everything to do public speaking?
Public speaking, I believe, is an art, and to master it, it requires process and it takes time. So the way I do my public speaking or the way I improve my public speaking skill is actually to just do it, learning by doing. I tried to be an MC for an event, then I made a lot of mistakes. People gave me feedback. I learned from it. I learned from my mistakes and then try to do it again. And then even until now, I feel nervous before any event. I still feel nervous. I still feel whether the audience will like me or not, whether they will accept me or whether they will pay attention to the things that I'm saying. But the key is to just believe in yourself and learn from the process.
Okay, Kak. Same goes to me. Like my mentor used to say, just imagine that everyone in the room is naked, so you don't have to be shy or something like that. Okay, we all know, Kak, that you are a proud Indonesian millennials. It says that in one of your achievements, you represent Asian and Japanese youth leader to deliver a speech at the governor office. How amazing is that, guys? Give a round of applause. Oh my God. Can you tell us a behind story of how did you get picked, Kak? Because I'm really curious.
Yeah, it was like 300 participants from ASEAN countries of the Japanese youth at that time. and we were assigned to different group to visit different government office and different schools and universities at that time. Because I was part of the group leaders, I got selected to present my speech at that time. I was like 20 years old. It was in 2015. I was 20 years old. It was my first time going abroad to Japan. So it was my first experience. I was nervous at that time, as usual, and I didn't know what to prepare. But the thing is, I said, there will always be a first time to do something. It was my first
Exactly.
time going abroad. It was my first time speaking in front of a lot of people from different countries. And I decided to prepare more because I know it's my first time. So I made extra preparation for that and I practiced more for that. It went well, actually.
Of course, like the hard work pays off, ya, Kak. Okay, for the last questions, I feel like this will be the highlight of today's episodes, Kak. Do you have any tips or tricks on, for all the millennials out there who are now fighting to achieve their dreams? Like, do you have any quote or personal experience that will make the viewers motivated?
Okay, I have this quote given by one of my professors, actually, when I studied in the Netherlands. He gave me a card with a quote, and I'm using this quote every time people ask me about this. The quote is, trust your journey, because we know that everyone has different journey, everyone has different passion, different limitation, different life situation and circumstances surrounding us. So when we trust our journey and we know that our journey is our own, then we can enjoy it. We can enjoy the process because everyone has their own uniqueness, right? So we have to trust our journey.
Okay, that's really great, Ka. After talking to you now, I know why everybody has been saying that you are their role model, Ka. It was so fun talking to you. I can believe we almost spent 15 minutes talking to each other. Thank you so much, Ka, for coming to my show. I'll definitely wait for your return, Ka. I hope in the future we can see face to face. That will be so amazing.
Maybe you can visit
Okay.
me to Bali.
Oh my God, that'll be an honor, Ka. Oh my God, once again, thank you so much, Ka. And anyways, guys, I feel like that's all for today's episodes. For those of you who haven't watched our last episodes, please make sure go and watch it. And don't forget to stay tuned for our next episodes because we're having another spectacular guest that you guys absolutely don't want to miss it. That's all for me. Anyways, oh yeah, today is a special day for everybody because today is a Batik Day. Happy National Batik Day, everyone, and have a great weekend. Bye. That's all for me. Okay, Kak, I'm done.
Well
Okay,
done.
thank you so much for your performance. That was a great performance. And I will assign you to the breakout room, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Mia. It was a great time to talk with you. Bye.
Okay, for Najwa Luna, you can go into the breakout room, yeah. Okay, and for the adjudicator, you have 2 minutes for filling the scoring sheet. Okay, kakak-kakak, it's been 2 minutes and I will invite the participant number 4 ya.
Hi, hello.
Okay, halo Kendra, welcome.
I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, hello. Yeah.
Okay, halo Kendra.
Hello.
Okay, I will brief you for the final round first ya.
Okay.
Okay, you will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, Kak Mia, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish before 5 minutes, you can inform the committee, and you will have 15-minute performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 10, 5, 2, and if the time's up by the chat box. Maybe you can start the briefing session now.
Okay. Hello, Kamia.
Hi, Kendra. How are you?
Hi. I'm very great. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm so nice to meet you. So, we I don't know what should we talk in briefing. So, I gonna talk with you in my talk show.
Okay, what's the talk show about and what's the setting of this talk show?
Okay, this talk show is about you're my guest star on my show, so can I just start my talk show?
Could you repeat it?
I'm sorry? Oh, can I just start my talk show?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay, can I?
You can.
Udah. Okay, I'm gonna start my talk show.
All right.
Hi, viewers, it's me again, your girl, Kendra Keisha. You watch me in action, so viewers, make sure to take your seat and spark our life. But first of all, you guys know that we are starting to say goodbye to the 4.0 era and get to know into the new era, which is 5.0. This means that we gotta prepare ourselves to welcoming the new era, such as develop our creativity and skills, and viewers within the theme today, which is develop creativity and empower skills of millennial in society 5.0. Thus, I have a special guest today, which obviously will enlighten your mind and make your weekend even better. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Agung Mia.
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Welcome,
Kendra.
Mia. How are you, Kak, today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm beyond great. Thank you for asking. But first of all, I like your lipstick. Your set is very match of you. It's very great. You look so
Thank
gorgeous.
you. You look great
my,
as well.
my pleasure, Kak. So, Kak, what have you been doing lately?
Well, I'm a lecturer, so I teach my classes recently, and because we have started in-person class, I can meet my students directly and we can have discussion. It's been great.
Oh, wow. What a productive crew right here. Anyway, Kak, I saw your Instagram feed, and they are full of your productivity, such as hosting TV, speaker of webinar, and most lately, become to G20 Tourism Minister Meeting Gala Dinner 2022. You're such an amazing person. You're living in my dream.
Thank you. Very kind of you.
Yeah. We know that lately the governor engaged the Indonesia youth to be involved in state or even international events. For example, as we talked before, with the G20, we know that Maudi Ainda being the spokesperson for the Indonesia G20 presidency, and you being the MC of G20 event. How do you feel about that?
Well, Maudi Ayunda is absolutely gorgeous, and she's also an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself. I watch her YouTube channel and a lot of good talk and give inspiration to young people. So I like her. And I think that she is very suitable to become a spokesperson, one of the spokesperson of G20 Indonesia presidency in 2022. And I'm honored as well to be part of G20. I was part of participants to represent youth in Indonesia, especially sharing our G20 perspective to G7 in Germany. I got the opportunity to interact with Education Minister of India when he visited Bali for G20 education ministerial meeting. And a few days ago, I got the opportunity to be MC for a G20 tourism ministerial meeting gala dinner. And I met Mas Menteri Sandiaga Uno at that time.
Oh wow, that is a great memories, right? It shows that Indonesian youth can give some contribute to Indonesia. Also, back to the 2015, you were representing Asian and Japanese youth leaders to deliver a speech at the Governor Office, Japan. If you can do a little throwback, how was the preparation of that?
It was actually a very memorable event because in 2015, I was 20 years old and it was my first experience going abroad. So Japan was my first country abroad that I visited for international programs. It was a very memorable experience. And at that time, I was selected as part of group leader. So I was chosen to give speech in front of government official in Japan. I was very nervous at that time. It was my first experience. I was nervous. I was very young at that time. But what I did was to make better preparation. So I did a lot of practice at that time. I talked to my mentor and people around me, and I asked them to give feedback to my speech before I present the speech. I was nervous, but eventually it went well.
Oh wow, that is a great memories. Oh wow, you were so amazing, Ka. And what are you were talking about at that speech back at that time?
We were talking particularly about the relations between ASEAN member states and Japan, especially how to build mutual understanding among youth in ASEAN member states and Japanese youth. So we talked about culture. I introduced Indonesian culture. I introduced Balinese culture, and most of them have been to Bali. So it's easy to talk about Bali to all of them, mostly about youth and culture.
Oh wow, Bali, yes. Oh, that is so deep. It feels like growing a child. But I'm so happy for your achievement. You agree, right, viewers? You really motivate the Indonesian youth to be brave and start to achieve their goals. But one thing that's hard to do is it's not a start, but to maintain everything that you already start. And you show to everyone that you maintain it. Last year, you became a delegation of Indonesia for United Nations XXI Youth Forum 2021. If you can explain to the viewers, maybe some of the viewers don't know about the forum. So what that event is about?
Okay, so it was one of the most interesting event for United Nations as well that give platform to youth to share their idea and share their perspective in terms of economy, in terms of education as well. So it was a nice experience. Unfortunately, it was conducted virtually. So I attended from Bali, but regardless, it was still a great experience because I can listen to a lot of speakers from different countries, young leaders from different countries, sharing their experience, sharing their organization and programs, and that inspires me to do something as well in Bali.
Oh wow, amazing! The viewers and even me also envy with that. Well, talk about the also productivity. We all know that we are welcoming the new era, which is 5.0. Which is your thought? What is your thought about the new era?
Okay, so Society 5.0 actually have a lot of similarity with 4.0, where we emphasize the use of technology. However, in Society 5.0, we emphasize more on human-centered society. So we use a lot of technology, we integrate technology and combine it between physical world, the world where we interact in person, and virtual world with the use of technology. So we have to make a balance between physical world and virtual world and making human as the center of it. So we, all of us as individuals, especially young people, have to integrate technology to our daily lives. But remember, human is the center. We are the center. So we have to know how to maximize the potential of technology and also to set aside all of the challenges and bad things and anticipate the negative impact from technology.
Oh, wow. Yes. And for Kamia itself, what you've been prepared for the new era for yourself?
To integrate a lot of part in technology, the use of technology, and a lot of new literature, especially in my classes during I teach my undergrad students. So I try to combine with technology. I try to make it in hybrid mode. I try to invite a lot of people from different countries to be guest lecturers in my class. So my students can interact not only with me as lecturer, but they can also interact with other people from abroad. For instance, recently we invited and we interacted with Charles d'Affaires of the United States Embassy, who attended the small discussion with my students about cross-cultural understanding and talking a little bit about inside the US Embassy. So it was a great experience.
Oh, yes. And in your opinion, what are that should be prepared on the 5.0 era? Is it creativity, or maybe we should develop our skills to the welcoming new era?
I think there are some important aspects to prepare for Society 5.0, especially for young people. The first one is communication skill, where we can communicate directly in person and use technology to communicate. Critical thinking, to filter a lot of information. Creativity, obviously, to always improve our creativity. And the last one is collaboration, how we can collaborate with other people in person or with the use of technology as well. So communication, critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration.
Oh, okay. You hear that, viewers, that people have to integrate technology and how to minimize at technology. And Mia said that the more important is communication skill, critical thinking, creativity, and collaborations. Wow, that is a nice sharing session with you, Ka. And before we end our talk show for today, I have a little game. Are you curious about that?
Yes, I like games.
So it's low-key is a basic game that viewers want to know more about Mia. So our game today is this or that. Yay! Okay, Ka, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's start the game. The first one is lecturer or news anchor.
Lecturer.
Huh? Lecturer. Oh, well, yes. The second one, not being able to sleep or not having appetite to eat.
Not have an appetite to eat.
Oh, your type of eating person. I have to eat. The third one, get promoted for a higher position, job, or getting scholarship for a doctoral program.
Scholarship for doctoral program.
Okay. All right, that is all the little game. Thank you so much, Mia, for the time, but sadly we have to come to the end. We are so happy for meet Kamia today. But before that, do you have any message and advice to all Indonesian youth to prepare the 5.0 era?
To use technology wisely, we can get a lot of benefit from technology, but remember, we have to anticipate negative impact of the technology as well. So use technology wisely.
Use technology wisely for the youth is important. All right. Once again, thank you so much, Kamia. Bye, Kamia. See you when I see you.
Yeah, bye.
All right, viewers, what a nice day. Thank you for watching Kendra in action for today's episode. We will meet again for the next obviously with another amazing guest star. And now, Kendra signing off in 3, 2, 1, cut. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kendra. Okay, and I will assign you back to the breakout room, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kak.
Thank you, Kendra. Okay, to all the adjudicators, you have 2 minutes to fill the scoring sheet. Okay, kakak-kakak adjudicator, it's been 2 minutes and I will invite the last participant ya, Kak. All right. Hello, Hemalina.
Hello.
Okay, welcome, Hemalina. Before you start the final round, I will brief you shortly. You will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, Kak Mia, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish before the 5 minutes, you can inform the committee. And you will have 15 minutes performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 10, 5, 2, and if the time is up by the chat box. And maybe the briefing session will be start from now.
Okay, thank you for the committee. Hello, Miss Mia.
Hi, Hemalina. Nice to meet
Okay,
you.
Miss. Nice to meet you too. And I will inform you to. I have a games in our talk show. Its name is Faster Your Thoughts. This game is just quickly thinking. So you should mention 3 things in the category that I mentioned only in 5 seconds, and then I will count for it. Do you get it? Okay, thank you, Miss.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the briefing session, Hemalina. You can start your performance now.
Okay, hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is a program that will brighten up your day because every 2 up to 3 a.m. you will see me, Hemalina, in the program that will make your day even better than yesterday. So please welcome to a coffee talk, sweet talk with a sweet person. All right, do you know, sweetest, the world has begun to develop rapidly from the era of the 3.0, 4.0 until now. We are already willing the switch to 5.0. And regarding to this matter, certainly we have to be a great contributor to encourage development for the local, even the global world. And what's more, the millennials must already have the basis of education and are familiar with technology in the current era. So related to this topic, today we will discuss about developing creativity and empower skills of the millennials in society 4.0. And regarding to this term, we will invite a very brilliant guest star. She is a millennial, a woman that brings many positive impacts, positive changes that contribute to progress in the current era. She is a youth leader, CEO founder, and also a lecturer. Wow, it's such a really properly educated woman, right? So without any further ado, please welcome Miss Mia Intentilia. Hello, Miss. It's a great to see you.
Nice to see
All
you as
right,
well. Thank you.
it's a great to see you with your beautiful blazer today. You look so elegant today. And how are you, Miss? And what is your current activity?
I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor as well. You look great as well, Hemalina. Recently, I teach undergraduate student as my role as a lecturer at Universitas Pendidikan Nasional in Bali. And because we're starting in-person classes, so I can meet my students directly and have a nice discussion with them. It's been great.
Okay, it's a great activity. So your current activity right now is to teach your students, right? And based on what I have seen from your experience, yes, it turns out that you have been the head of the Asian Study Center and have also represented Asian youth to speak at the governor's office in Japan, right? So could you please tell me in the first place, why did you get interested and enter the Asian world anyway?
Okay, so the opportunity I got, my experience in Japan, it was in 2015. I got selected as one of the participants of Indonesia to represent Indonesia to Japan. At that time, it was in 2015. I was 20 years old, and it was my first experience going abroad. So it was a very memorable experience, and I got selected to present a speech, to deliver a speech at the government office. At that time, I was very nervous, honestly, but it went well, and I got a lot of connection and network from that experience. And then after that, I joined ASEAN Youth Ambassador, organized by Ministry for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. And then after I graduate my master's degree from the Netherlands, I became a lecturer and established ASEAN and International Studies Center to spread and raise awareness about ASEAN and international issues to young people.
All right, it's a great experience. So you already 20 years old and you can able to join in the Asian, right? It's a great to know about you. And then all right then, so what skills that help you until you finally succeed in this Asian world, that experience? Maybe you can answer, your answer can also help the millennials who are watching now to prepare for the coming era of 5.0.
Okay, in Society 5.0, I believe that millennials have to master some important skills. The first one is communication skill, where we can communicate with people in like small level in our family, for instance, on campus, and also at the international level. The second one is critical thinking, where we can filter a lot of information, especially in Society 5.0, where we have this integration between physical world and virtual world. The third one is creativity, as young people, millennials, can always improve their creativity in various platforms. And the last one is collaboration, where we need to collaborate with our friends, with our colleagues, and with people from different backgrounds and different culture. So communication, critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration.
All right, then beside one of your answer is we must creativity. So my question is, how do you develop your creativity anyway?
By finding a lot of inspiration. We can get inspiration from reading a book, for instance, from watching someone's video on YouTube, from watching this kind of talk show, or from listening to someone's story. We can get inspiration. We can also get a lot of information, and that can be used to improve our creativity. That's the first one, finding information and finding inspiration. But the second one is that we actually have to do something. We have to take action in order to improve our creativity. If we just think and think about it without actually doing something, then we will not get any improvement. So find inspiration, find motivation, find information, but also try to do it.
All right, so we just not to find inspiration, but we must do our inspiration that we find, right? Okay, as a millennial, you really need to practice the skills mentioned earlier in the welcoming the 5.0 era. But how do you handle the millennials who are not aware and only become the consumptive parties without the participation? What do you think? And how do you handle it?
Well, I think that's one of the challenges that we face and we experience together, especially in entering Society 5.0, because a lot of information can be accessed easily. Sometimes we feel lazy to do something, or because it's easy to get a lot of things, what you mentioned earlier, become too consumptive, for instance, without trying to improve our creativity or improve our skills. That's one of the challenges. However, as millennial, we have to be aware that in Society 5.0, the competition is real. Like a lot of people, they have a lot of skills, they have a good education. Therefore, there will be a lot of competition in the future. We have to be aware of that. And we have to prepare ourselves in facing those kind of competition by learning skills on campus, and also beyond the campus by joining organization, for instance.
Okay, I think that we must improve our skills also. Don't be lazy, millennials, right? Okay, let's move on talking about education, which actually still relate to the skills that must be acquired. As we know that you are the CEO founder of the Surya Intensilia Learning Center, right? It was really surprising me. But anyway, what can motivate you to finally you think of build your own dedicated English language center, Miss?
Okay, so in 2017, I went to the US. I got a scholarship called YSEALI, Young Southeast Asians Leader Initiative. And then after I returned to Bali, then I think that I have to create something to help people. And in Bali, I think a lot of people are able to speak English well, but some of them also find it difficult to learn English. So I wanted to give a space and place for young people who are able to speak English well to be the teacher or to be the tutor, and those who want to learn English to be the students. So all of my tutor in Surya Intensilia Learning Center are young people, young professionals, so they can bring a fun way to learn English. They can integrate quizzes or games in learning English. They can add video, for instance, and they can talk to the students. So that's what motivates me to give opportunity for young people to be tutored and the opportunity for students to have a fun learning experience in improving their English skill.
All right, then. So you can motivate and you can motivate young people to learning English with the fun area, and then you create something new to help them with the difficult in English, right? Okay. Beside from the being a CEO founder uh, of that, we certainly have a leadership skills, right? So you should be a role model for the millennials out there. So, but Miss Mia, how do you apply your leadership skills? I mean.
Okay, leadership skill I think is very important, and I'm still learning as well to always improve my leadership skill. The first thing is I learned from a lot of people. I learned to be a leader, and I learned to be a follower as well. I learned to be led by other people. So for instance, if I'm part of a team, I learn to follow instruction or direction from the leader. And at the same time, I learn about the leadership style of that person. And then I try to apply it. And I try to open the floor for discussion with all of my team. If they have any suggestion, if they have any ideas, they can share those ideas and suggestions to me. So I can learn from them as well. And I can also get any critics or any suggestions or any ideas to improve the organization better.
All right, so such a great leadership skills. And Miss, before we end our talk show session, we have games. Name is Faster Your Talks. So here, you just should mention 3 things in the category that I mentioned only in 5 seconds, and then I will count for it. Okay? Do you playing a game with me, Miss?
Yes.
Okay, let's begin the game. The first one is 3 things that you can't live without. 5,
handphone, laptop,
4,
internet
3,
connection.
2, 1. All right. Okay. The next question is 3 things that people don't know about you. People don't know about you. 5, 4,
I drive.
3,
I like
2,
to watch movie.
1. All right, Miss, time is up. Okay, the next question is 3 words for 5.0 era. 5,
Technology,
4, 3,
collaboration,
2,
virtual world.
1. Okay, and then the next question is 3 words that describing Indonesian millennials. 5, 4,
Potential, optimism, culture.
Okay, and the next question for me, Miss, is 3 words for this talk show. 5,
Intriguing, exciting, fun.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Mia, because you want to play a game with me, but I'm so sorry that we are running out of time. It is an awesome few minutes. All right, everyone here in the studio and also at home. From today's session with Miss Mia, we also conclude that many millennials in Indonesia are smart, but they can't compete because they can't develop their creativity, and that's why it's a plus point in the empowerment of 5.0. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Mia, for give us more spirit and knowledge in this weekend. We are waiting for you. We are waiting for your successful program in the future, and we are ready to invite you. All right, this discussion with Miss Mia and our programs today, and we will see you tomorrow in the same time, same channel, A Coffee Talk with me, Hermalina. Sweet Talk with a sweet person. See you in the next episode, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Evelina, for your performance. Now I will assign you back to the breakout room, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Hemalina, because the committee cannot move you to the breakout room, please enter the breakout room, ya. Okay, for all the adjudicators, you have 2 minutes to complete the scoring sheet, ya.